Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio and the Spiritism Society of Virginia on our program for you, kids. This program that was designed, prepared, just thinking of you. So Miss Luciana and I are here together today, so excited for this class on justice. What, right, Miss Luciana?
Right, let us see what is justice.
Yes, we can't wait to hear. What does justice mean? But what do we do, friends, before we get to the class? We start by calling our Master Jesus. And we're going to pray together, dear friends, as we do every single time. So let us call Master Jesus. Let us put our hands together and ask for inspiration for this moment, all right? Dear beloved Master Jesus, we thank you for sending this class today, for sending the spirit mentors, our guardian angels, to visit us, to help us, and to inspire us during these moments of teaching. We pray, Divine Master, that you visit every single home of the children connected to this program today, or if they are watching on demand. Let their homes be enveloped by your love, and their families be treated by your loving doctors and nurses. We now ask for your permission to start these moments of studying together, and so be it. So, dear friends, we're going to say goodbye to Miss Lou for now. She will come back later. And we're going to now go to our first part of the lesson. What do? We say hello to Master Jesus and our friends because they always comes to help us. Hey, Master Jesus, how are you? Oh, and he says, hi, kids. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Friends, he is talking to you, not only to our friends over here. And what do we say to Master Jesus? We say, thank you for having us, Master Jesus, right? We are happy to be here together today. And we always want to learn something new, don't we? Our friend has a question. He says, Master, I would like to ask you a question. Can you teach us how we practice justice? Whoa, but friends, do we know what justice is? We need to think. This is very important. We hear a lot of words about justice and being just and doing the right thing. But what is justice? So one way for us to think of justice is to remember that justice is when we respect somebody's rights. Why? Why do we respect their rights? It's because we also want to be respected. That is justice. When we respect our friends, our parents, our community, even the environment's rights. Yes. But Master Jesus is going to explain to us because he knows how to do much better than me for sure. So what is Master Jesus going to say? He's going to say, okay, the way we practice justice is when we do to others what we would like them to do to us. To practice justice, we need to know ourselves and listen to our hearts. when he tells us that something is not right. Friends, that's so important. Master Jesus is telling us something so important. Question: when do we know that something is not right? Do we need to go find a book? No, Master Jesus is telling us. We find it in our hearts when something is not right. We don't feel good. When we do something that is not right, we feel it. We're like, oh man, I wish I could take that back. Right? So that's why Master Jesus is saying we need to know ourselves, because we need to recognize that moment. But also we recognize when we do something good, when we are just, when we respect others, when we do to others what we would like to receive. And when we do that, what do we feel? We feel in our hearts too. We feel goodness. But our friends want to know more. Of course they do, because they're curious just like we are. So what else they want to know? Oh, Master, how can I get to know myself better? Important question. How, friends? Let us think. Master Jesus is going to tell us. But we have one more question before we hear again from Master Jesus. Master, what can I do when I am in doubt about what is the right thing to do? So what do we do if we don't know that if we're doing the right thing or not? Master Jesus is going to answer, because he is our teacher and he knows what to do. So he says, every night and when in doubt, ask yourself 3 questions, okay? So when the day is ending and we're thinking, was I just today? Did I do the right thing? What did I do? Did I do the right thing today? Or did I do the wrong thing today? If someone else did what I did, what would I think? So the third question, friends, is when we put ourselves in the other position. And you can think, if that person did something to me, would I have liked? It's a question. And then what do we do with the answers? We feel it. That's what is important. How do we know? How do we make ourselves better? By feeling it. So right now, before we continue, friends, get your hands, put it on top of your hearts, take a deep breath. Can you feel it? You felt your heart? Okay. So now that you felt your heart, think of your day. What did you do that was right? You feel good. And then you can think of something that you can do better, because right now, thinking of that, you might not feel super, but we are recognizing, which means we can know ourselves and we can keep developing and learning and following our beloved Master Jesus. But enough of this talking, Miss Paloma. We want to hear a story, don't we? Master Jesus wants to tell us. He's saying, let me tell you a story about practicing justice and what to do when in doubt. Friends, enjoy the video, and Miss Lu will come right after. See you soon.
Hi guys, I'm Izzy Peterson and today I'll be reading a book about justice. I hope you guys like it. It's really good. On a beautiful autumn morning, Lupi decided to accompany his friend Catherine to school. Her class was about to start, so she left in a hurry, forgetting to lock her bike. Woof, woof, barked Lupi, unable to get her friend's attention, as she was already far away. So the little dog decided to watch over the bike until the girl returned. During recess, Catherine returned in distress, as she had remembered that she had left her bike unlocked. However, when she saw that Lupi was there taking care of her bike, she said happily, "Thank you, Lupi, you are a very good friend." Thinking about how to return the favor, Catherine decided to give him her snack basket. "These 2 apples are for you." Lupi was happy with the offer, as he had loved to eat delicious apples. Upon arriving home, the little dog discovered that instead of 2, there were 3 apples in the basket. He thought that perhaps Catherine had added one more by mistake. Lupi ate both the apples and then thought about what to do with the third. Now what? Should I eat the other apple or should I return it? That night, Lupi was unable to sleep. The little dog could only think about the third apple left in the basket. Should I eat it or not? Catherine might not even miss that apple, he thought. And if she does, she would never find out that she gave me an extra one by mistake. On the other hand, if I return it, I don't know when I'll have the chance to eat such a delicious apple again. What should I do? Asked Lupi, unable to sleep properly. It was then when he heard a strong voice saying, "Open your eyes, Lupi. We need to talk." A nice cricket wearing an elegant hat appeared. "Hey, who are you?" asked Lupi. "My name is Mr. Cricket, at your service." "You came here to help me?" asked Lupi. "Yes, I saw what happened, and I know why you can't sleep," said Mr. Cricket. "Your heart is not at peace. Isn't that so?" "I am at peace, really," replied Lupi. "Don't lie," said Mr. Cricket. "If you lie, your nose can grow like Pinocchio's, and that's another story." "How can you help me?" asked Lupi. "You are in doubt about what to do," said the Cricket. Mr. Cricket went on to explain why Lupi was unable to sleep peacefully. "You want to do something, but your heart tells you that it's not right and that you must do something else." "It's true. I'm so torn," confirmed Lupi. "This is happening because you don't know yourself," explained Mr. Cricket. "If you knew yourself, you would have no doubt and would be happy." "And how can I know myself?" asked Lupi. "If you follow these 3 steps, you will be happy," explained the Cricket. "Pay attention. First, remember the good things you did today, and tell me which one was the best." Let me think," said Lupi. "I know. The best thing I did today was take care of my friend's bike." "Very good. Now let's go to the second step. Next, remember what you did wrong today," Lupi thought and said. "When I found out that Catherine gave me an extra apple, I didn't return it immediately." "But maybe she doesn't even want the apple," said Lupi. "It doesn't matter," said the Cricket. "What is right is right." Finally, if someone else did what you did today, what would you think? Asked Mr. Cricket. "I think that it would be right for them to return what isn't theirs," replied Lupi. "Good. Just as we see others' mistakes, we should see ours too," said the Cricket. "Tomorrow, as soon as the sun rises, listen to your heart, Lupi," advised Mr. Cricket. "Go back to school and find that girl and do what is right." After saying those words, the Cricket disappeared, leaving Lupi with much to think about. Next day, Lupi went to school with the basket and returned the extra apple to Catherine. She was very happy because the fruit would be her snack for the day. With gratitude, she decided to share the apple with Lupi. "Thank you, Lupi," said Catherine. "Now I won't go hungry." Lupi was happy with what he had done. He jumped for joy many times, with his heart at peace. Our new friend, Mr. Cricket, who observed everything from the school rooftop, left his advice. Do as I do, dear readers. Every night, ask yourself these 3 questions. What did I do right today? What did I do wrong today? If someone else did what I did, what would I think? This way, you'll get to know yourselves better, and you will be righteous and happy forever. See you soon! Guys, hope you guys liked the book. I had really fun reading it to you guys. Hope you guys listen again soon. Have an amazing day. Bye!
So, friends, what a beautiful movie, huh? We learn about justice as Miss Paloma was explaining to us. And now we watch this cricket coming and give us the advice. So, Lupi, she was so excited when she saw the 3 apples in her basket, right? She said, "Oh, I have an extra apple. But now what? What should I do with the third one? And when we have this question, what should I do with this third one? Was something extra that was given to us? We need to make the three question as they mentioned, right? Because we don't know what the person that was giving to us was supposed to do with this third apple. So in life, dear friends, we have our friends that share their stuff with us. They show us something, and we need to be very careful and see how we were gonna reply. How are we gonna be justice? Because sometimes we make mistake, just like Lupi friends made a mistake. She have an extra apple, and then Lupi was like, "Oh, maybe a wheat because it's so delicious." And I want an extra one. But that question, that little dot, that little pain in your heart, it means that that is not right. And we need to think really carefully to see what is going to be our next step. And then you saw the Lupi after all the questions, all the process that she went through with Mr. Cricket helping him, he decided to bring back the apple to school. And for his surprise, he found out that his friend was in need of that apple for the snack, for the lunch of that day. So see, sometimes we have a chance to have some extra stuff by mistake that someone gave to us, but we need to think about it. What if this is gonna be the person lunch next day? What if they need this extra pen to write something? What if they need and they just didn't realize they gave to us? So let us think about, because our parents sometimes give us something and we want the extra thing that they gave us, but at the moment we're like, oh, should I have this or not? So when we have this question, we should think about and do the right thing. We always need to do the right thing. And Luby had Mr. Cricket teaching her, what is the right thing that I did today? So let us go here and see the exercise, and we will recap the message of this history. So the activity of today is, let us help Lupi decide what is the right things to do. So what is the right thing for Lupi and what is the right thing for us? What are the three questions that Lupi should ask himself when in doubt? Do you guys remember? Virginia, I know you're here. Do you remember the questions? You can write for us and we can read it. I'll give it a second and we can think, what are the questions that Lupi learned from Mr. Cricket before we reply? Maybe Lupi was asking about, here it goes. What did I do right today? So he said that he helped with the bike of his friend. And the second question was, what did I do wrong today? And it was like keeping the apple. What did I do wrong? Put it in your life. What did you do right today? And what did you do wrong today? And the third one is, if someone else did what I did, what would I think? So this is always what Master Jesus and what the good mentors are teaching us. Remember to make these questions to see what is right, what is wrong, but also remember, if someone do what we are about to do, how are we gonna feel? If I'm doing something right, I'm sure the next one, the friend, this neighbor will be happy as well. But if I'm gonna do something that is gonna hurt the other one, we need to reconsider and think about these 3 questions and change, because only then we can improve. So, what were Lupe's answer? Remember? She said the bike. She said that she gave the apple, keeping the apple for her. So in the end, she chose the right thing because she was jumping of happiness when she brought it back, the little apple, to her friend. So friends, always use these 3 questions daily for every circumstances. That way we can be in balance. We can be just with ourselves, with our neighbors, with our friends, with our parents. That's how it goes. We always need to make questions so we can make the right decision. And we have a family hard work. And this week, we have to practice and learn just like Lupi did. So, the family hard word is for each day of the week, parents and children are invited to answer the following question before they go to sleep. So, before we go to sleep, we need to think about, what did I do right today? You can write it down, you can think about, and remember, oh, I did something really righteous today. For example, you help someone. Okay, so we help someone today. So this is something really right. And what did I do wrong today? We need to think about what it went wrong today. What did I choose that wasn't very right, that wasn't aligned with the teachings of the gospel, that made my heart and made me worry, thinking always about that thing? Let us think. And then you write it down or think about right before you go to sleep. For example, you ate an extra piece of food that your mother gave to you and said, this is for tomorrow. So if you ate today, you write it down because that was wrong. So there's always something that we need to think about that was wrong that we did. And then the third question is, if someone else did what I did, what would I think? So I did this. If someone do exactly the same thing I just did, how I was gonna feel? How is that gonna sound to others, to my parents, to my teacher? So think about it and write it down. And the fourth question for the whole family is, what do I need to improve? So there's always room for improvement. Sometimes we do something not very good that we can check and make better, or sometimes we do something good and we want to make it even better. So let us think about it and see how we can improve. And let us learn with Mr. Cricket, learn with Master Jesus, the one that is teaching us daily about justice, about our life, how we are supposed to grow up. And then you can share with us the hard work. You can write the next day or at night if you have some paper next to you. You share with us. You can send to info@ssvirginia.org, and we'll be very pleased to see your answers. So we'll be hoping and waiting to see what you learned from this lesson today. And you do, and send to us. And now, dear friends, we're come to the end. I hope we all learn about justice, learn with Master Jesus how to be fair, how to do the right thing, no matter the circumstances. So remember of Master Jesus always coming here like an angel and doing the question, what would Jesus do? What can I do today with these circumstances? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? And Is somebody gonna like, or am I gonna like what someone did to me? Let us think about this teaching of justice. So let us now pray with Master Jesus and say thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Master Jesus, for these beautiful teachings of justice and all the teachings that you bring to us. We feel joy in our heart, knowing what is the right thing to do. Thank you for helping us to see and learn what is right. Thank you for our friends. Thank you for our schools. Thank you for the center. Thank you for the opportunity of being together and learning with you and with the whole humanity. And with the permission of the mentors, we would like to close this study session of today. And so be it. Bye, friends. Until next time.